Hello, Sue. How are you?
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm I'm better. I'm better. Welcome back. It's been a hot minute. Um,
Yeah,
since we've
it has.
gone live. Hello, Sheil and Grace Case and Mousy. I hope everybody's doing well. Um, one day eventually, I'll talk about what's been going. What's has gone on. Some people know. And I mean, it just, it took a little minute. Um, and then I got COVID. And so I'm just now getting over that. And this is the third time I've had it, Sue. And this time it took something out of me that I can't get back. I mean, whew.
I've only had it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that.
Oh, yeah.
I've only had it one time. I mean, it took 3 years for me to get it. I made it all the way through. Knock on wood. I made it through
Uh-huh.
all my cancer and chemo and my, everything.
Right.
Um, and I got it just before. So last year, just before we decided to move, and I was probably about 3 weeks away from coming out here to South
Uh-huh.
Carolina to visit
Uh,
and come out for my bonus niece's graduation, and
right.
so it was like, oh, I thought I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever been so sick.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
horrible. And I've only had it one time. Thank God.
Well, the very, very first time I had it, I was asymptomatic. So I
Right.
thought, and I had seen the videos, online and everything that people were showing, and but I was asymptomatic. And then the second time was last Christmas, and I felt, bad and blah. But this time, like, it just took me a lot of time to get my strength back. So, um,
Did your body ache?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I don't think
yes.
I have ever had a body ache so bad.
Hmm. Yeah, and maybe that's what takes so much out of you,
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
maybe. Oh,
Oh, it's
I'm
horrible.
just like, no more, please.
Yeah, and I hate it. I hate it, and thank God my
It's
granddaughter and daughter did not get it. It
yeah.
was my
I,
son-in-law brought it home, and then I, of course, contracted it from him.
I heard it's kind of going like making its rounds again.
Yeah.
So
This is a new strain that's called Flirt. Flirt? Is it Flirt?
oh really?
I think it's Flirt that they're calling this strain.
Huh?
Um, if I remember correctly. But anyway, that and other things, and I have been offline more than I've been online, but I
Right.
have been online some, and I've really seen some, oh goodness, just some nasty that still continues to go on. And this is the thing, there was also something made mention of, oh, Michelle is not doing her channel anymore because blah blah blah. That's, you never know. You don't know what's going on with somebody. So
Nope.
you need to quit speculating. If you want to know that bad, how about, oh, coming to ask, instead of speculating and reporting that as some kind of news. So,
Oh, is that what they did? See, I don't see
oh,
any of
yeah,
their stuff.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I didn't know that it was speculated that something was wrong.
Yeah, oh, no, I'm sure, they're thinking that they won or whatever, and this is not a competition, for me. I just seen some very ugly stuff that was done in the past
Right.
couple of weeks on Twitter, and it just, they're going to new levels of low if you can do that. But anyway,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Life,
So,
you
I
know.
the next thing that really to talk about is the freaking I mean, you can't get away from what's going on right now in our country, in the USA. Um, ever since, hey Alice, how are you, hon? Glad to see you. Um, ever since the assassination attempt, it's really been um, crazy. Yes, Mousy, something real life happens, and she had to take a month off before. So, and I probably could have, but I just felt like I had people I couldn't let down. So, um, and I was rambling, I think. Where was I going, Sue? What was I?
What's going on in this country?
Oh, yeah. Like, like there's a lot of course, Republican and Democrat right now, and we've got um, former President Trump running with J.D. Vance, and then um, Vice President Kamala Harris running with somebody. Um, and I've just been watching the news a little bit because they say, "Hey, rarely care." Um, that information is going to be released soon. So, um, what do y'all think? I'll just I don't know. I've been out of it for a hot minute, so I'm just trying to keep up with stuff that's been going
See,
on.
honestly, I haven't even had my TV on. I
Okay.
don't watch TV at all anymore.
Oh man,
And
I
I
know.
have to admit, I used to be the biggest TV junkie there ever was. I had certain shows I watched, certain nights, blah, blah, blah. Um, I've just been so busy. Number one, well, I was sick too, but I'm trying to keep myself busy. And I mean, up until I go to bed, just doing stuff because so I don't smoke. So
Oh, well, yeah.
I just, but I don't, I just, I don't know. I have not watched TV and there's certain things I'll watch, like as I'm trying to fall asleep, and it's
You know,
just on
like
my
the
tab.
news.
No, no, because I do not have a TV in my bedroom.
Oh, we'll
And
see. I do.
so I I watch my tablet and so I watch anything, streaming wise.
Yeah.
So I just that's what I do until I fall asleep. But yeah, I've been trying to keep really busy so I don't, watch
Well,
TV.
yeah.
But I
I
haven't
get it.
smoked.
Good. This is how
I
many
still
days?
so I'm at 31 days. No, 27 days. Yeah.
Holy Toledo.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. You get a
Yep.
big. I need a. Dang, I want applause. I don't know how to get that. I don't know how to get the applause. So I had been seeing, Hillbilly Elegy, that I guess is the autobiography that J.D. Vance wrote about his life as a child. And yes, big congrats to Sue. And when I was looking into it, I realized that I had watched this movie. It's been on Netflix. I think it's for 2 or 3 years already. So, but anyway, so he wrote this book, and then they did a movie from it, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do this. Hold on. So this is the is that up there, Sue?
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay. So this is the movie version, and like I said, it's on Netflix. So I'm going to we're going to play it, and I probably have to stop.
Is one of Hollywood's most accomplished stars, and she isn't slowing down anytime soon. In Hillbilly Elegy, the actress stars as the sharp-tongued grandmother of a young boy with potential to be a huge success in life. Of course, that's only if he can escape the cycle of chaos and violence that plagued his childhood. Close's Mama, who is based on the real-life woman who meant so much to attorney and author J.D. Vance, is a truly complicated character. And Close manages to present all of her flaws, contradictions, and redeeming qualities with such precision that we can't help fall in love with her all over again.
Jen, I never win.
Well, if you don't like it, find some lame-ass loser to play with.
Close is a consistent scene stealer throughout Hillbilly Elegy, but there's one scene in particular that really leaves.
Okay, so have you seen the movie or not, Sue?
No, I haven't. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna have to watch it then.
It's good, but I had just seen a bunch of people debating about it. We'll look at some more of the thing here. I speeded it up a little bit, so I think that counts as it won't strike. Maybe
Leaves
it
an
won't
indelible
anyway.
mark. In the third act, after Mama is hospitalized from a fall, she realizes that she's the only person who can step in to help JD get his life back on track. After ripping out her IV line and marching from the hospital to Bev's new home, she finally confronts her daughter over the parenting of JD and demands that the boy come to live with her so that he can have a chance at a better life.
What are you doing?
I'm taking him
Where?
to live with me. And if you got a problem with that, you can talk to the barrel of my gun.
You can't just come in
He's
here.
getting in trouble. He's in trouble.
He's a
No,
teenager.
it's not just that. He needs somebody to pay some fucking attention before it's too late.
What do you think I've been doing, huh? I just got us into this new house. Good
He
news
could have
school.
gone to jail, Beverly. He's got loser friends, and he's going to be a loser if somebody don't do something.
Not only is the scene powerful, but it also reminds us exactly why it is that Close has been a legend of the silver screen for.
Okay, that's the kind
Wow.
of mama I want to be. He called her Meemaw. He calls her Meemaw. But so here's some more of it.
For so many decades. Throughout Hillbilly Elegy, Close's commitment to the role of Mama goes well beyond her visual aesthetic. This scene specifically shows just how effective Close's performance is. Mama has always been down on her luck, but she is in especially dire straits due to her injury. However, as we watch, she slowly gains a new source of strength and resolve from her realization that no one else is going to step in and save her grandson from himself. The scene is reminiscent of a key moment from her latest Oscar-nominated role in the 2017 film The Wife, in which her character Joan finally unleashes the truth about her long-simmering and long-hidden contempt for her husband. As with that story, Close's character in Hillbilly Elegy has been suppressing her true emotions for so long that when they ultimately break through to the surface, her energy and fighting spirit are renewed. Throughout her career, Close has become a cultural icon for her work in dramas, including her celebrated turns in Fatal Attraction and Dangerous Liaisons, to name a few. However, she's also displayed a knack for lighthearted fare along the way, particularly when it comes to roles that entail a heavy makeover.
Okay, I like Glenn Close.
Yeah.
But I mean, in this, where she plays Meemaw in this movie, it's just she's powerful. She's powerful in it.
Over. There's her work as the playful villainess Cruella de Vil in the 1996 live-action version of 101 Dalmatians, her turn as the disconcertingly robotic Claire Wellington in The Stepford Wives, and her Academy Award-nominated performances in dramatic comedies like The World According to Garp and The Big Chill. Overall, Close is known for making fans smile just as often as they cry. That is certainly true of this key scene from Hillbilly Elegy. Not only do we see her emboldened and ready to put her foot down about JD's treatment, but she manages to get some laughs while she's doing it.
Oh, I don't give a rat fart what you're smoking, kid. You think you're hiding it, honey? You're dumb as a bag of hair.
Another reason this scene from Hillbilly Elegy is so striking is the way that Close nimbly presents both the strength and weaknesses of Mama in equal measure. In the hospital, Mama is feeble and seemingly defeated both inside and out. But once she puts her mind to it, she gathers up her faculties and gets to the business of saving JD. If you watch the scene closely, though, you might notice that Mama also initially continues to struggle with her own inner conflict about her daughter Bev. Sure, she storms into the house on a mission to spring JD from the place, but she also bites her tongue when Bev asks why she's dropping in out of the blue.
Hey. Hello. What are you doing? Mom?
That hesitation and visible frustration might only last just a few seconds, but it exemplifies exactly what Mama has struggled with throughout the entire story of Hillbilly Elegy. She quietly stood by through so much of Bev's turmoil, and knows that she is at least partially responsible for enabling her daughter's worst impulses and behaviors. But once she does commit to stepping up for JD, it's clear that Mama finally feels free in her own right.
You want to go and live with her? She's crazy, you know that. She's been crazy my whole life, but if you want to go live with that crazy old witch, you go right ahead. You two were made for each other.
Go and get your stuff.
In the end, Mama continues to have her own problems and faults, But she finally realizes that she can't wait for her own life to get better before she takes action and owns up to her own responsibility to JD. Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more from Netflix Film Club. Subscribe to our...
Okay, so that's just a little bit about Hillbilly Elegy.
She's scary.
Yeah, 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 and she's like she can she threatens to run over right. Yes, this is not a relatable conflict most of us mothers feel at some point. Yeah, it is. Alice, you're right.
Yeah.
It is a good movie, Mousy Files. It's like I said, it's on Netflix, so and it's been on there 3 years, but it's just something that that you can watch and it'll teach you
And
a
there's
little
a
bit
book
about.
about it too.
Yeah, there is a book that was
Mhm.
first. He wrote the
Okay.
book first, and then they made a movie out of it apparently. So, but
Okay.
yeah, it's good. It's real good. Now, I don't know a lot about this, but Sue and I were talking about it a little while ago, and the Olympics. I don't. I didn't watch the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. Did any of y'all? And what did you think of it? Of course, all I've seen has been negative. Um, but then I've also seen where they were saying that it was not. Um, yeah, Alice, it is a good one. Um, where they're saying they were not doing the Last Supper, right? So
Yeah.
they were. I forgot what they said. What that was supposed to be. Um, so it makes me wonder why he wants to take wild child benefit payments. Um, are you talking about Alice? Are
Vance.
you talking about Vance? Is he who wants to take away child benefit payments? Hmm. Listen, I've heard so much back and forth between them, so yeah, Mousy, I know, me too. I really like the Olympics, but so apparently in the opening, okay, Shakespeare, Alice, beginning, I guess, in the opening ceremonies, a group of oh, what do you call them?
LGBT,
L
LGBTQ.
plus, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
LB, and so they said at first that it was the Lord's, the Last Supper or whatever, but it was not. And so now, I don't. I had heard it was Shakespeare too. So, Alice, I don't know why he would want to take away child benefit payments. Who knows? For hillbilly questions, this asks me. LOL. My mom would tell us she would mash our mouths. I know the lingo. Mash our
Yeah.
mouths. My
I've never
parents.
heard that.
I've always got told that they would wash my mouth out with soap. And listen, that took one time for me because mm-mm. And back then, my parents were using bar soap, so
I
um,
tried that with my kids. Bar soap
mhm.
didn't phase them. You know what I used? I
Dawn.
used vinegar,
Oh my gosh,
and it worked. Trust me, worked better than bar soap.
I can swallow vinegar though.
Ah, my daughter
Uh,
was fine. She wasn't too bad, even though she had a mind of her own and our mouth of her own. And
uh,
she was only 10 before she passed away. So, but up until 10, she could be mouthy, but not too bad. It wasn't. My son copied everything anybody said. So if somebody cussed, he copied.
Right.
And she wouldn't. There's no way. And I was like, dude, stop. You're. So yeah, I used
Oh,
vinegar. I used vinegar, and it worked.
one
It
time, huh?
vinegar. They're like, oh my gosh, gross.
You know that Bragg's vinegar with the mother?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what most days I'll take a tablespoon of that.
Yeah, right. Right.
So, and once you get used to it, it's not bad. So, um,
My mom
my
used to
mom
give
used to
us a
give us,
raw potato
yeah,
as a snack while we waited for dinner.
oh, it's not
Oh.
potato candy. So what is potato candy? I don't. Have you ever heard of potato candy? Oh my goodness, Alice! I was supposed to get you some recipes together too. I will. I'm so sorry. I will get those to you. She wanted some.
Potato candy?
Yeah.
Huh.
I have the best freaking recipe for what do you call that? Banana pudding, where you have to sit
Mm,
there and stir it in an iron skillet and do it real slow, you know? Oh my
uh,
god, it makes the best banana pudding though. So
that's
I
good.
told
That
Alice I
sounds
would
really
send
good.
her, yeah, some of them. That and fried chicken. It's not hard. I mean, what else do you think of Southern? Like a Southern meal to me is fried chicken, mashed potatoes with chicken gravy and homemade biscuits, and
Yeah,
I don't know, banana pudding, I guess, for dessert.
I
I
love
guess.
banana pudding.
Yeah,
Mm.
me too. Me too. But anyway, and so, I don't know if I'm going to watch the Olympics for sure or not.
I don't watch them. And like somebody said here that they didn't watch them. They haven't watched them for years because they don't show the whole event. It's true.
Yeah,
Mousy
yeah,
files. Yeah, they don't. They don't show the whole thing. So it's like you're only getting bits and pieces of what's going on. Yeah. And
yeah.
that is one reason why I quit watching them too.
Man, see, I like to watch like the women's gymnastics. I love to watch any gymnastics, men's,
Yeah.
women's, whoever. Um, I also enjoy the like swimming, any of the swimming events.
I like the
Um,
diving. Yeah. I like the diving when they
oh
dive.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I do too.
For Summer
Alice said her
Olympics.
mind was blown, realizing biscuits could be made with just heavy cream and self-rising flour. Hmm.
Hmm.
So, okay, now I'm wondering. I hope I don't mess this up. So, I need to see. Um, search POTATO.
Oh, mashed potatoes, powdered sugar to roll out, spread peanut butter, cut
Oh
up,
my god.
roll up, cut slices, potato candy. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Hmm,
my gosh.
that sounds good.
Yeah. And it really looks easy to make.
Yeah,
Um,
for
let
somebody
me
who
see.
hates to cook or bake, I do not like cooking and I hate baking. Yeah.
Really?
Oh my gosh. And it's so funny is because we bought this house, right?
Yeah.
We basically bought this house sight unseen. We bought it by a video with my best friend and her husband here, video, and it's a baker's kitchen. So I have 3 ovens in my kitchen. And I'm like, my friend's like, what are you going to do with 3 ovens, Sue? My husband starts cracking up. He goes, she
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
I have 3
Oh,
ovens.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
So
I would
Christmas
love
time,
that. Yeah.
we did bake at Christmas time, me and my girlfriend. So we had all 3 ovens going and
Yeah.
my whole island full of cookies, and it was cool, you know.
That would have been
But
fun. Yeah.
yeah,
I
but it's
used to
like,
love to do the meal. I like to do it by myself.
uh
Um,
huh.
but I can't do that anymore. So now I
No.
help my daughter and typically I like to do a turkey in the oven, but they like to do them fried ones. So
Right.
bleh. um
I usually do Thanksgiving because it's usually just has been just me and my husband and my son and then my mom. Um,
yeah.
and so, but this, last year it was we went down to my friends because I don't have no family here. But this year I think I'm gonna be just me. My son and my husband are gonna stay home, but I'm gonna go home for Thanksgiving. Um, because my
Oh.
mom's main caregiver is going to be gone. My sister's going to be gone for 2 months, so
Mhm.
I figured I'll go home. Maybe I'll go home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Just
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 me.
you. Just you.
Yeah,
Are you gonna fly or drive? You better fly.
fly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
That's
probably go home for a couple weeks, just so my brother is gone usually during Thanksgiving, or
yeah.
I probably would only go for a week, but he's usually gone on Thanksgiving, and so I'll just figure out could be there with my mom, and then um, it'll be fun. We'll
That'd
see.
be fun.
I got to make sure I have to get all my doctor's appointments taken care of and
Right.
make
Yeah.
sure I can go anywhere yet. Anyway, so I can't go anywhere yet anyway till I have those all done. Hi,
Yeah.
Claire.
Yeah. Hey Claire. So I need to say something too. I need to give a special thank you to Claire, Autistic Shield, you Sue, Moby, and there's one other person that I just need to give a special thank you to. And you all know why I'm saying thank you. So yeah. So thank you. It'll never be forgotten. So Claireview's saying hello to everyone in the chat after dark at Sue Elliott. Hey, 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 Claire. I'm glad to see you stop by. Um, anyway, golly, I don't have a lot to talk about tonight. You know, I was hoping that she would have picked somebody by now, but she hasn't. I do know that on Wednesday nights we're going to go ahead and start going into the 53 women that are on death row here in the United States.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so that's going to be interesting, and I will send you the lady's name and get some information up about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Send me the.
that's yeah, I will. I'll send it to you here in a little bit or whatever. But we're going to do that. And then on Wednesday, or I'm sorry, Saturdays, we'll still like maybe do an open panel, but we want to have a topic. So if you have any topic ideas, I know one thing that um, I do want to do the oh, why can't I think? Okay, like when you put somebody on death row. They're going to be on death row for a while. So I was,
Right.
I would like to find out what it cost if we could break it down to per day to have somebody on death row, versus just regular life.
Right.
Because I'm sure it's more expensive. I don't know why. I guess they have to have more security, but yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Alice. It's good to be back. I just didn't have a lot to talk about. I was really angry with some stuff that I saw going on. Like I guess mid last week, and it's still going on, and I'm still seeing it. So, um, we'll just keep fighting the fight, and we will keep ignoring the dumb stuff, right? So
Yeah.
that's what
Yep.
we have to do. But anyway, so it does cost more in most states. Yeah, that's what I thought, Sue. So I'm gonna see if I can. I mean, Sue, Clairview. I'm gonna see if I can't like get it per day. I mean, I just find it fascinating. Plus, that was a little bug that Claire had put in my ear a couple weeks ago. So
Right. Oh.
I had to
Yeah.
give Claire gets credit for that, but I'm going to do the research. So anyway, I thank everybody that came tonight. Sue, it's good to be back and talking with you.
That's right. It's good. I'm
Um,
glad you're back.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, we will put out some information as to who we're going to be looking into on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. So with that, I will say good night, Sue.
Good
What about
night.
you,
Have a
hon?
great night. Get some
All right,
rest.
I'm gonna try.
I know,
I'm
me
gonna
too.
try.
I was up and
Uh,
down all night long, so I'm
yeah,
hoping I can sleep tonight.
yeah, maybe you can. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Good night, y'all.
All right, everyone, have a good night.